looking dummy. I'll probably get, I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash, it's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the and they jump like a bunny. Got it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep, if I gotta reach up, I'ma keep. Way I slide in that cool boy, I keep that hung. We done went right this all the way to the sun. Get in the pocket like a, why would I keep her? I never went leather. I just went and gave to my brother. But then the oak, the supper. Why would you keep a little sugar? Why would you keep a little? Ride the hallway, rock the bus. What my house look like? Walk in, she gon' make you. I do damage, can't stand it. Psycho bandit, like it's Marilyn Manson. Got the cash, advance it. You just write it, pull the out the pantry. Ain't fly, looking dummy. I probably. I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash, it's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the but they jump like a bunny. Got it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep it. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep it. But a nigga got a TV, huh? That boy like a BB, huh? You won't see me, huh? Push it like TV, huh? Why nigga won't be me, huh? When I'm creeping, huh? In the genie, huh? Cause you saying I'm, huh?
The clock with inspiration. No standing in line, man. Guess list sorted. I worked 7 days this week, man. Fake the accreditations. Paid outfits that I'll return later. Got yourself some new shoes. 50 hours overtime, can't get no sleep. Fashion week. Fashion week. Dress to the T's, man, you own this place. Spit that smile, do that dance. Monday will come down, but Wednesday we'll be back. Ha ha. Got yourself some new shoes. 50 hours overtime. Fashion week. Can't get no sleep. Tonight, Monday will come down. Out of the house with brand new faces. One of a kind synthetic fabrication. No waiting outside, oh no. Tonight's your night. You were made for the flash. Foreign land, nobody knows your name. Stopping now. She was built for this hole.
Ready to stand apart from the competition? Today, we take a look at your shoes and how to make your own shoe in the Shoe Creator.
From the main menu, navigate to Features and open Shoe Creator. and start with selecting your brand and cut.
Let your imagination run wild from here. Dream up the perfect pattern and color combination and save your shoe.
Ready to wear your shoe in my career? Head to the appropriate store of your brand, and you'll find your shoes under colorways when you scroll to the bottom.
Make your purchase and equip your creation for all of the environments you want to wear them.
For me, I like to design shoes that match the rec court each season. So find a look that matches your fit or style, lace them up, and go hit the courts.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. And now the Lakers starting group. The guard spots filled by Russell and Reeves. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. And it's Hachimura in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, down in the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Davis. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. Well, thinking back to last year, the first ever NBA Cup, the Lakers beating the Pacers in the final 123-109. And LeBron James was named MVP of the tournament.
And Anthony Davis went off in the final, 41-20 for the Pacers. Yes, they lost that championship game, but the experience was huge for them. And I think really helped them with a deep playoff run.
Reeves against Davis. It's stolen by Davis. And here we go with Davis heading to the hoop. It's good. Davis has got the opening basket of the game for the Nets.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Now, here's LeBron. To the paint. And close. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Bogdanovich inside. He's guarded by Russell. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons, and the sharpshooter's rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach, but the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in L.A. for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. And it goes down 2 points.
You know, you look at the floater. It's an effective shot for Russell. But when he doesn't want to go all the way to the rack, you got to have that in your book bag.
Now here's Davis. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Hachimura against Bogdanovich. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Schroeder missing. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Second shot opportunity. Back to Hachimura. Davis gets a wide open look. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Look at the touch on Schroeder's shot there, making that tough mid-range, Jay. Easy, slim pickings.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. Of course, they know they have their work cut out for them with LeBron on the court. He told me James hasn't really lost a step. He's a constant problem out there, so I'm ready to try anything, including just throwing extra bodies at him. course, that probably means some double teams in LeBron's immediate future. Guys?
Thanks, David. And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Yeah, you know, most teams have games where they wish they could get a mulligan or take it back. But last year, their one loss in this series was one I know they wanted back.
New group in for the Nets. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Johnson. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Simmons subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Vincent. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Now here's Davis, coming off a solid outing against Miami.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Down low, here's Christie. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Christie against Davis. Dishes it to Thomas. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Here's Vincent. Pass to Christie. And that one goes out of bounds. As touched by Shaw. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Christie. Just 5 on the clock. Now Simmons. Still scoreless. Davis kicks to Thomas. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Cam Reddish. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line, Cam Thomas. At the line, 2 times.
Free throw good, Thomas. And the Nets making a change here. Watford's checked in. And both free throws good for Thomas.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Benson with it. To the middle and stolen by Sharp. A 3 from Simmons. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Nets lead by 8. And the second quarter will be on the way. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Cameron Reddish is out there with Russell. And it's Hachimura in at the 3 spot. One interesting note about tonight's game, unlike the rest of the cup, Greg, this does not count towards the regular season standings.
Yeah, so each of these teams will play an extra game during the season, but hey, you ask these guys and they don't mind at all.
James has a 2-pointer. Rebound, Brooklyn.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Schroeder, that's in there. Thomas with the assist. Schroeder's got his second basket of the game.
Schroeder has worked to become a proficient shooter off the catch. You know, that was not a strength of his coming into the league.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Good work there as it goes. Claxton's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Russell looking around. Loads it up for Davis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Schroeder. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, man. You can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Davis. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And the basket by Thomas.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
LeBron passes to Hachimura. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Strong take by Hachimura. He is built to do damage in there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Rui Hachimura. Yeah, the line with 2 shots.
And that one falls for Hachimura.
A native of Japan, Hachimura continues to demonstrate why he was a lottery pick in 2019.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Clowney's checked in, and Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Trendon Watford. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Reeves is checked in. That one is no good. And things seem to be getting tougher for the big spending teams, Clark, but we're seeing a lot of them go all in before the toughest penalties take effect.
Yeah, you know, the frozen pick provision kicks in next season, and the season after that, luxury taxes ramp way up. Powerhouse teams trying to make hay while the sun shines is a pretty good strategic business move, but the landscape is certainly changing.
Shot clock at 6. Russell kicks to Hachimura. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
Hachimura was hoping the ball would come his way, and he was ready.
Back to Schroeder. 1:43 left here in the second. Thomas against Reeves. The 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Reeves. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
AD just shoving past the inside contact that time. Powerful move getting it done.
Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
So for the Nets, Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Simmons subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Wood, he's checked in for Davis. Vanderbilt comes in for LeBron. Christie, he's checked in for Rui Hachimura. And it's Gabe Vincent in for D'Angelo Russell. Bogdanovich against Christie. Ready by Bogdanovich.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Good on the shot.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Pass to Vincent. The rebound by Sharp.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Reeves. Offensive rebound. Over to the wing. And the pass to Vanderbilt. No good on the 3. So it's Brooklyn controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be right back after this. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Davis, and it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Heat was outstanding. He scored 16 points, and he was dialed in, made most of his shots. What stood out was his hustle. The work ethic was what really allowed him to make an impact. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
Hey, you know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands. We'll see.
Bogdanovich passes to Schroeder. Oh, Claxton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the last.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. We've passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. But he's played at a level at his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing.
Davis against Reeves. And it's Davis missing. Lakers trail by 20. Pass to Hachimura. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. It's stolen by Hachimura. Reeves outside. The kick out to LeBron. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Schroeder outside. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Passes it to Russell. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. And after the intensity of these last few NBA Cup games, do you all think it'll be hard for these teams to settle back into the regular season?
They'll have to adjust their mindsets for sure. Back to thinking about the long haul, not the do-or-die scenario of the NBA Cup.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Bogdanovich. Reddish, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Johnson down low. He's against Hachimura. Here's Davis. Back to Johnson. It's Davis on the wing. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Reddish with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder.
You know, he could have tried to force a shot there, but that's not him. Instead, LeBron keeps his eyes up, finds an open teammate.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And Davis gets it to go.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 53s a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
So for the Nets, Sharp checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Thomas comes in for Johnson. And it's Ben Simmons in for Dennis Schroeder. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Wood, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. Christie, he's checked in for Reddish. And Vincent subbed in for Russell. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. James looking it over. Shot clock at 5. And yes, it's good. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
Simmons, the bounce pass. It's Thomas on the wing. Back to Davis. That shot, no good. Good D by Wood. There's the drive. Christie can't make it. Nets leading by 18. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Thomas against LeBron. Over LeBron. And the basket by Thomas. Thomas got 10 points.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Vincent misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Finney-Smith. Simmons left side. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Reeves is...
Substitutions on the court.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And Davis now top of the key. Here's Watford. Pass to Clowney. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Simmons. It's hauled in by Wood. Lakers trail by 17.
And, you know, this will be a big victory for them. They came out, executed their game plan, and what a huge win for the Nets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And it always feels good to get that first win in a season series. Going head-to-head twice this year. This will put them up 1-0 so far against Los Angeles.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Dennis Schroeder.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks, and Davis gets it to go.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and
did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Simmons against Reeves. He can't hit that time. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg.
Punch the clock with inspiration. No standing in line, man. Guess less sorted. I worked 7 days this week, man. Fake the accreditations. Paid outfits that I'll return later. Got yourself some new shoes. 50 hours overtime. Can't get no sleep. Fashion week. Dress to the T's, man, you own this place. Spit that smile, do that dance. Monday we'll come down, but Wednesday we'll be back. Ha ha! Got yourself some new shoes. 50 hours overtime. Fashion week. Can't get no sleep. No losing tonight. Monday will come down. Out of the house with brand new faces. One of a kind synthetic fabrication. No waiting outside, oh no. Tonight's your night. You were made for the flash. Foreign land, nobody knows your name. Ha ha ha! Weak!
That wraps up our 11th season of NBA 2K TV.
We have had so much fun with you, the community. Thanks to all of you for making this another successful 2K TV season.
Definitely, and we're already hard at work on Season 12. We have so much in store for you for NBA 2K26.
I cannot wait for 2K26.
But until then, remember, you can access all past 2K TV episodes from the main menu. You'll find tips on how to improve your game, interviews with your favorite 2K community members, and so much more.
That's right. Enjoy 2K25, have a great summer, and we'll leave you with a special look back at players getting scanned into NBA 2K25.
We'll be out there capturing more over this summer, and we'll bring you all of the action in September, so we will see you then.
NBA 2K26, here we come.
A look from earlier as the Nets head to the locker room. They're in no mood to let this game get away from them on their home turf. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. Tonight, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the Brooklyn Nets here in Barclays Center. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. Now the starting group for San Antonio. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. And it's Paul in at the point. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Davis out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. Stan, as a coach, what's the best way to instill confidence in your players?
Well, Brian, I don't know that as a coach you can instill confidence in them. But what you can do is prepare them for every situation in the game so that they're not having to think about what they should do. They know, and they're prepared to execute.
Thomas misses. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Outside Johnson. The kick out to Paul. 5 to shoot. Here's Vassell. Drops one in from the wing.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
There's Davis with the 3, and the three-pointer goes.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
San Antonio with the ball. They're getting their first look of the season at Brooklyn in this one.
Not exactly the biggest game on the season schedule, but both teams are capable of flashing serious potential.
And last year they split their season series, so this is a chance for one of them to get the upper hand on the other.
Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. Do you think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star. Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Now here's Wembanyama. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. Over Claxton. Rejected by Claxton. Pass to Paul. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the 3-ball.
That shot, the 3, is very volatile. On games when it's falling, you can beat anyone, but when you're leaning on it and you go cold, tough sledding.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Here's Davis. Sinks that one from the post. Davis has got 5.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
They get it back. Wembanyama. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Brooklyn leading by 3. Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez.
He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama, trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which coach admits could be fool's errand.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Schroeder, he's checked in for Brooklyn. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Collins, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Harrison Barnes comes in for Johnson. Castle's checked in for Vassell. And it's Trey Jones in for Paul. Now here's Schroeder. He had 9 points in his last time out. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. They're met.
Nets trail by 5. Cameron Johnson out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Davis. And it's Thomas in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the Nets 5. And the Spurs shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. Ooh, poked away. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. A look at how all-star voting is going thus far.
And so much fun to see the tallies start to come in. See how things start to look.
You look at Wembanyama. He's gotten his fair share of votes. Currently number 5 in the West.
Nice to see him rewarded for what has been a really strong season. The fans paying him back for all that effort.
And keep checking in for the latest at all-star voting results. Jones, the pass to Branham. 6 to shoot over Thomas. Branham misses.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Down low. Here's Watford. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Watford's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Punch the clock with inspiration.